Welcome to Breach Narrative, where we break down the cyber incidents that quietly affect millions before anyone realizes what has happened. Today's story isn't about a nation-state attack or a power grid shutdown. It's about something far closer to home, a platform used daily by billions. A breach that didn't crash systems or deface pages, but silently exposed personal data at massive scale. In early 2026, cybersecurity researchers confirmed a significant data leak involving Instagram, one of the world's largest social media platforms. The exposed dataset reportedly contained information linked to approximately 17.5 million user accounts, making it one of the most notable social media data exposures of the year. The leaked data did not include passwords or private messages. But what it did expose was still highly sensitive usernames, profile details, email addresses, phone numbers, and account metadata. Information that, when aggregated at scale, becomes extremely valuable to cybercriminals, scammers, and intelligence collectors. What made this leak particularly concerning was how quietly it surfaced. There was no public outage, no warning banners, no immediate disclosure. Instead, the dataset appeared circulating in underground forums and data marketplaces, flagged by threat intelligence groups monitoring large-scale data dumps. This wasn't a traditional hack in the cinematic sense. Investigators believe the data was likely collected through unauthorized scraping, abuse of APIs, or exploitation of third-party integrations connected to Instagram's ecosystem. These methods often bypass direct security defenses while still extracting vast amounts of user data over time. Scraping attacks are difficult to detect. They mimic legitimate user behavior, thousands of requests, small batches of data, spread across multiple IP addresses. By the time platforms realize what's happening, the data is already gone. And while scraped data is sometimes dismissed as public, experts warn that combining profile information with contact details turns it into a powerful weapon. Phishing campaigns become more convincing. Identity impersonation becomes easier. Social engineering attacks become far more effective. For everyday users, the risks weren't theoretical. Shortly after the leak surfaced, reports increased of targeted phishing messages, fake verification emails, scam DMS, and account takeover attempts, many referencing accurate profile information that only Instagram itself should have had. This kind of data exposure fuels what cybersecurity professionals call secondary exploitation. The breach itself may not steal money, but it enables countless future attacks that do. Because Instagram accounts are often linked to Facebook profiles, WhatsApp numbers, business pages, and even advertising accounts, attackers can pivot across platforms. One exposed email can unlock an entire digital footprint. Meta, Instagram's parent company, acknowledged awareness of unauthorized data collection activity and reiterated that scraping violates platform policies. However, incidents like this raise larger questions about how much user data platforms expose by default, and how effectively they can enforce limits at scale. For regulators, this leak reignited concerns about social media data governance. Under privacy laws like GDPR, companies are responsible not only for protecting stored data, but also for preventing large-scale extraction when it leads to personal harm. But enforcement lags behind technology. Platforms prioritize growth, engagement, and openness, while attackers exploit the same features designed to connect people. What makes social media breaches uniquely dangerous is their human context. Unlike random account lists, these profiles contain faces, habits, relationships, and influence. They map real lives, and once leaked, they can be copied endlessly. Even users who followed security best practices, strong passwords, two-factor authentication, were still affected. Because this breach didn't target credentials. It targeted visibility. In a world where digital identity is inseparable from personal identity, exposure doesn't always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like a quiet database file passed between strangers. The Instagram data leak is a reminder that not all breaches announce themselves. Some happen slowly. Some hide behind normal activity. And some are only noticed after millions of users are already exposed. As social platforms continue to centralize communication, commerce, and identity, the consequences of data leakage grow far beyond inconvenience. They affect trust, safety, and digital freedom at global scale. If you want to stay informed about the cyber incidents shaping everyday life, from government breaches to social media exposure, subscribe to Breach Narrative. Because the most impactful cyberattacks don't always shut systems down. Sometimes they simply watch and collect.